So how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Now, just like last week, this is going to be the weekly recap video where I share my live trades with you, and you basically just get to see how I've been doing as a trader. And yeah, most of the trades that I took this week were the break and retest strategy. That is becoming my absolute favorite strategy. I've been trading the break and retest on the ES as well as some individual names like Nvidia, Tesla, and AMD. And it's just the strategy that makes the most sense to me, and it's been working best for me. So I'm going to continue to trade that strategy and try to perfect it. And again, this week I traded mostly options, but I also took a couple of futures trades on my Apex account. And today, which is Friday, this morning I had a really good day. I saw two good setups on ES and both of them turned out to be decent winners. So anyway, let's just go ahead and get to it. So enjoy the live trading. Meta is actually doing a break and retest with 300. I'm short on Meta here. Gotta put a risk on when you see something like this. Yeah, we'll see if Meta gets some downside here because the futures are currently pumping, but they're coming into resistance. So we'll see what happens. I'll basically stop out above this level. Gotta get out. Alright, we took a little loss there. It's not what I wanted, but it's possible that we just got faked out there. Might give this one more chance. I'm back in on Meta. This is still showing me bearish price action. Seems like it cannot hold above this 300 level. Nasdaq is rejecting resistance level 2. I want to be careful here. I don't want to overtrade. Let's see if this gives us the move we're looking for. Can we get a low day break? Futures are starting to come down as well. I might have to stop out again here. We'll see how we react to these levels. Alright, I'm gonna stop out. Man, that's annoying. One more time. This is gonna have to be my last trade of the day, especially if it's a loser, but the setup on Meta is still here. Rejecting this level. It would feel wrong to not take it. 5-minute bear flag. Well, I'm at my max loss on the day on my Weeble account. Heck, I guess it's just not my day. I'm short on Amazon here. Looks like we're starting to get more downside in the market. Amazon's got room. This is a break and retest of 140 as well as the opening print. Let's see if we can stay below that level. Okay, we're starting to get the downside move that we're looking for. Just want to see if the SPY can make new low a day. Otherwise, I don't know if I want to hold this. I'd like to see if we can get a move down to this pivot here, but we still got a ways to go. There's still weakness on the futures, that's for sure. I'm gonna take that off here. That was a nice move. That definitely gave us a very nice positive risk reward. So yeah, that was a nice trade. We'll see if we get a setup on something else. I'm short on the Qs here. See if we can get this next leg down. Everything else is still pretty weak. The Qs are consolidating below a key level here. Just want to be careful though, so the SPY is not quite as bearish. Alright, I'm out of the trade. I don't like what the SPY is doing. Yeah, I had a feeling that would happen if it didn't go right away. Microsoft Microsoft is setting up a bullish play here. I'm gonna go long here. It's holding the prior day close. The ES is pumping right now. Starting to get a move up here. We can't hold this for too much longer because we have news at 8:45. Here we go. There's the high day break. I'm taking this off just because of news in 1 minute. Going long on Apple. It's holding the prior day close really well. It's a similar setup to Microsoft, but yeah, I was wrong about news. I closed that Microsoft trade early because I thought we had news at 8:45, but I was totally wrong about that. Let's see if Apple can get a high day break here. Futures are still pretty bullish right now. Geez, we are getting a nice move on Apple. ES is at supply. I might take this off here. Taking profit. Yeah, this is what the futures look like right now. We got resistance, NASDAQ pulling back in, so I thought it was just worth taking it off there. I'm looking at a potential short on AMD. It's been very weak and it's pushing up into VWAP, as well as a 5-minute fair value gap, plus the futures are right at supply. I'm gonna go short here. Alright, we're starting to get a nice downside move here. Nothing crazy, but I would like to see this stay down below VWAP. I'm gonna go ahead and move my stop up. I mean, it would be wrong to take a loss on this. I would love to see us break the lows. See if Nvidia can get some more downside here. Futures are still pretty weak. This could be a really decent trade. Alright, so we got stopped out in profit there. This might still go lower here. It's kind of a bummer. I really wanted to see that break the lows when it was on this candle here, but alright, I'm going short on Meta here. It's rejecting a very large level. The futures are selling off hard here. Can Meta reject this level from yesterday? There's a big shelf of resistance here. I'm tempted to bail from this trade because we're approaching the VWAP as well as the prior day close on Meta. Nope, unless we just want to just dump right through it, then I'll gladly hold on. The markets are still tanking here. This is a nice move. I want to see these contracts up a little more. What is up with this? Seems like I should be up more, I'm not gonna lie. I'm taking this off. Yeah, probably the right move. It might go lower, but that was still a nice scalp. Those contracts really did not move as well as I wanted them to. But alright, I'm looking at Tesla here because Tesla is doing the opposite of the futures right now. I mean, pretty much everything is selling off. Everything's pretty weak today, but Tesla is pushing back up into the prior day close as well as the opening print. Kind of wondering if it tests this zone, will it reject these levels? Alright, I'm taking a short on Tesla here. I'm taking a very cheap contract, but yeah, there's fantastic risk reward in this trade, and we just rejected The prior day closed pretty hard. The futures just made a new leg down. So we'll see if Tesla can work its way down, at least towards the VWAP. That's a nice looking candle on the 5-minute. Alright, I'm realizing that the futures are sort of at the bottom of their range. I might take this off because of that. Alright, I'm out. Yeah, I was definitely looking for that VWAP break, but I kind of like this area on ES for a short. We're also right at 435 on SPY. Yeah, I'm going short here.
Order filled.
If we push back above 435, I probably gotta get out. Alright, this is good. We're starting to get a nice downside move. I need to take off half, like soon. Probably here.
Order
yep.
filled. Order
So we're approaching the VWAP on the SPY.
Order filled.
Alright, I just took off 2 more. We'll see if we get this to move all the way back down to here. We're still in this ES trade here. Yeah, I got my orders in stop and take profit, but I'm also kind of interested in shorting NVIDIA here. The problem is that I'd have to trade zeros, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I'm short on NVIDIA here. So I'm actually in 2 trades at the same time. I'm still in this ES trade. We'll see if we get downside break. This is a very nice flag pattern at a key level. Oh, here we go. I think I just got filled on ES. Oh, not yet. Oh, jeez, this contract is up big. I wish I had 2 of them. Okay, things are selling off. About to get filled on ES, I think. This is a really nice 5-minute candle. I want AMD to join the party. NASDAQ is bouncing. It might be smart to take this off. Taking that off. Dang it.
Order filled.
Alright.
Order canceled.
Finally stopped out in profit there. So we made a nice 140 on the Apex account, which is what we needed. Because we're still, unfortunately, in the red.
Order filled.
Going long here. I have confidence that we can hold this level. Plus, this is also 435 on the SPY. And those tend to act as nice support and resistance levels. I want to scale out of 2 pretty quickly here, just because I want to give back my gains on the day. Probably going to take off 2 there. Go down to 1. We'll hold this runner to see if we get that move up. Come on, ES, just give us 1 more push right up into the 80s. That'll give us a nice $200 day.
Order filled.
Perfect.
Order canceled.
No, I mean, that's just a textbook setup right there. That's a fantastic break and retest. The market gapped down overnight, started forming an uptrend. We got above 435 on the SPY, retested it, went long, and got the scalp up into the 80s and took profit. Yeah, solid trade. So there you have it. Those were some highlights from this past week of trading. I had a barely profitable week on my Webull account, I believe, because on Monday I had kind of a big red day. It wasn't that bad, but it was more than I would have liked to lose. But I made it back throughout the rest of the week, so I'm starting to see a little bit more consistency using this strategy. So I'm going to continue to use it, and hopefully soon enough I will become profitable. But trading is definitely a very long journey, and I do not expect overnight success. And I want to say thank you to all of you who are following me along my journey. I will continue to document my progress on this channel. And if you have any advice for me as a trader, please feel free to leave it in the comments below, and I would love to read it and reply to you. But that's it for this week. I'm already excited to see what next week brings. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.